Good morning, crime community. I have not been up here in a long time. I'm here to talk about today is the anniversary of the death of Donna McElwaine, my aunt. She died on July 15th, 1935. Today is the 91st anniversary of her death. I have solved the case in my own mind, but not legally. We have the death certificate, we have the coroner's report, we have the death certificate. There's two death certificates. We have the coroner's registry. There's no report. There's supposed to be an inquest. The registry is signed by Frank Nance. You can look him up. 3,500 coroner's autopsies in 1935, all accidents, no homicides. Then we have two mortuaries involved, and we have Frank Nance involved. We have Donna McElwaine's pictures by Clarence Sinclair Bull, which, if we ever get to court, we'll be able to subpoena her records and find out that she was attached to MGM. Was Donna photographed on the day of her death? I know what happened to her, but I can't say. Allegedly, it had something to do with Hearst Castle because I filed for all these records, and the park and state and park recreations of up north where Hearst Castle is. They're responsible for what goes on in the castle since it's owned by the state. And they called me personally and said that we have no register in the castle from 1935. They said it doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. It just means that we don't have it. So I said, what is the status of the 1935 ledger from Hearst Castle? They said, well, we don't know, but we could find out. It's either the family took it, they destroyed it, or it's not for public view, or it's in the family's home. So they said, if you write a letter to them and explain these things, then you'll send you back a written letter of explanation. So I did that, and I postmarked it and registered it. I got the postmark and registered back. I've gotten everything back but the status of the 1935 ledger at Hearst Castle. I have the green return receipt. I had it here. A girl from the clubhouse came in and said, that's my name. That's the only. So right now, she's deep in the program, MK Ultra program. She doesn't know. Right now, Hearst Castle won't tell me the status of the 1935 ledger. They are breaking a misdemeanor. They're breaking a state law of vital statistic records from 1935, not showing the public request of what the status is of the 1935 ledger. They're in violation of a misdemeanor at this time. So what else can I tell you? We have to go to court, and Superior Court. I've already been there 2 times, and I get letters of clerical errors. So everything has to be typed in format, and from Exhibit A to G has to be typed about, and everything in proper format. So when you go to the court, put your hands through the bar, you got to grab the guy's hand so he won't take your papers up like this. That's what an LDA is going to do. So what else? I'm trying to remember. Yeah, we got Frank Nance. We got a letter in the LA Times by Eddie Mannix, who beat the crap out of his wife 6 times and destroyed her career with 1 phone call. We're going to have a problem proving my family's provenance to MGM. My grandfather worked there. His 3 sons worked there. We got pictures of the eldest daughter photographed by Clarence Sinclair Bull. My real mother worked there. My half-brother worked there. I worked there. But there's no provenance from my family records there. Oh, and I wanted to say thank you from the bottom of my heart to anybody who's watched my stream in the past. I've got a few new subscribers, and I want to tell them I don't know who you are, but I greatly appreciate you watching my stream because I am sitting here telling the truth. And it's very difficult when you were put in the MK Ultra program in 1962 at 11 years old, and you went swimming with Marilyn Monroe, and then they offed her and lied to you about Marilyn when you met the president in 1963. Then they unalived him, and then you were put on Spahn Ranch in 1969, and on and on and on and on. So right now we're just trying to deal with my birth certificate, my my aunt's death certificate of 1935. You know what the people that pull the records, the archivists, say about this? They say that MGM is not legally allowed to show me any records, although I had Seaver's estate call me up and say, Steve, we have no records of Donna McElwaine here. But my friend who's doing research on this case found a couple hits on Donna in their archives, and all they have is the numbers that are marked with a letter, a box, and a index number. So that's just the location of the file where it was located at that time. They just rotated it and it moves to another direction. And if you don't write down the name and the number and the letter of where that box was at that location and call the archivist, they will never find the documents. This is like when we went to UCLA looking for historical records at UCLA in the Jolly West Museum. If you don't know who Jolly West is, he turned Patty Hearst into a zombie, and he turned Jack Ruby into a zombie, and he killed an elephant with LSD. And he gave me LSD and all my friends LSD when we were in San Francisco. And don't talk about how Leslie Tate was in San Francisco 3 years before the unaliving of Sharon Tate. So you see, these are all related from the coast of California, from Hearst Castle to Hermosa Beach to the state capitol to down here in San Diego, and on and on and on and on. It's like, we were not going to ask about who killed Charlie Kirk, why there's so many holes in Lance Twiggs and his boyfriend's timeline and all the BS that they're presenting to you. It's like trying to explain who shot the president of the United States. You know what? About 15 people did. Does it really matter? No, all that matters was who allowed it and who covered it up. So let's get back to my case. Who allowed Donna McElwaine to be unalived? Eddie Mannix? Howard Strickland? Did you know that I'm a part of the Howard Strickland Trust? Did you know that my family is part of the Howard Strickland Trust? From all my relatives that I'm not even like third or fourth relatives away. They're all like related to the family trust, the Strickland Trust. You know who Howard Strickland was? He was head of publicity at MGM. He was one of the fixers like my grandfather and Clark Gable. So we filed some more reports for my brother's death certificate that he died mysteriously, and we're going to look into who signed his document, who the informant was. Was there an autopsy? Was there a coroner's inquest? We will find out. If there was, we will pull the records and find out what happened, and we're going to get to court eventually and discuss what happened with Frank Nance in 1935. How could he perform 3,800 autopsies with no homicides? That is physically impossible. So yes, the fix is in, and have a nice day. We pray for peace here.